Renewal! Renewal! Obscure movie references for great justice! Hello, this is John Cube 96600, and we are here to watch episode 34 of Transformers Micron Legend, Spaku, also otherwise known as Spark of Life, or Regeneration in English. This is a super important episode, and I'm so happy that we've reached this point, which is how I'm going to be starting a lot of the episodes from pretty much now until the end. No, I'm just kidding, I'll find other things to say. Other than I'm just really happy to be here watching this anime. Like, all my friends are like, I saw my friends over this, Thanksgiving weekend, which is nice because they were friends from high school and I don't get to see them nearly as often as I want to anymore. And they were like telling me things like, you should watch Hero No Academia, you should watch Stranger Things. And I'm like, I'd love to, but I have to spend my free time watching Transformers. I didn't tell them that, but, like, my friend made me promise that I have to see Stranger Things. Which I haven't. And I can already hear, like, the entire internet shrieking at me, what? But it's true, I haven't. I'm so sorry. I will do it. Eventually. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I go to I don't know if I mentioned this, but I don't think I have. Not to this channel. But, I go to a film school, and you know what show gets praised way more than Stranger Things? And it might just be because Stranger Things Season 2 only came out recently. But the show that I've heard praised or talked about in analysis every single week since I started film school is fucking Rick and Morty. People at film school love Rick and Morty, which makes sense because everybody loves Rick and Morty, so anybody who goes to a film school is just like a fraction of the total population that loves Rick and Morty. Anyway, it's a good show. And one that I also have not kept up with at all, but I liked Justin Roiland before he was on Rick and Morty, and all of you know why. Most of you know why. Some of you. 2 of you. Anyway, let's keep watching. So, yeah, remember when I said last episode that Grap is alive? Here he is, alive. And look, the Japanese version even kind of filled in the hole in his torso, which makes no sense because the beam was coming out the other side of him last episode. Okay, so let's see what a spark looks like in this animation. Wow, it looks horrible. It's just a pulsing ball of light. Ew. Of all the animation that you clean up in the show, couldn't you have cleaned that up? You can see the outline around it. It's made of pure light. Why does it have an outline? You use your special glowy effects for Optimus's weird fist laser thing, but not for the spark? Well, I guess since you kids just know everything, we'll use your fancy Undertale word. It's a ball of energy. What do you mean intact? What do you mean? That's visibly not true. And yet his spark, which is connected to his body, is perfectly intact. This is such bullshit. Hey, it's still better chances that he had last episode when he died, except he didn't, because this show likes to pull our cock out and just kind of twirl it around. I've never had sex. Is that what you do with a cock? You just... Never mind. We all just kind of stood around and watched it happen. What's wrong with us? Well, not as much as what's wrong with the Destrons. Megatron's gloating over his shiny new gun, where Shockwave is outside once again trying to remind himself what his name is. Pikachu janayo, Shockwave dayo. For once! And all it took was leaving Starscream to rust in the rain. Boy, I hate that fucking guy. Oh, how awkward. Oh, the music. Oh, are you mad at us? I just noticed, it might ruin the scene, but the Star Saber hilt in Starscream's hand is like way misaligned. It's like jostling next to his hand instead of him actually holding it. We were totally expecting you to come back alive. Really, I was. Okay, I'm usually not that good at reading emotion in Japanese audio, and even I could tell he sounded really insincere when he said that. You sound remarkably calm. He had to fly from Earth to the moon. He turns into a jet. I know a few politicians that remark resembles. Okay, kids, that's enough. So again, keeping in with the Japanese version's interpretation of Megatron, Megatron actually knew that Starscream would be able to fly to the moon. He wasn't trying to ditch him, he was trying to test him and toughen him up, like he usually is. But, wow, did it backfire, because Starscream is not okay with being tested like that. Oh, this scene right here, when I got back into Transformers in 2007, this was the first scene of Armada I ever saw, where Starscream invites the Microns into the CR chamber. It's fine, Waspinator pull himself together, drag himself to CR chamber. It's a cute scene, okay? Look at him, he's all rainbowy. Which is why I beat up Thrust over them. I was just looking for an excuse to beat up Thrust. A lot of people would like to join Starscream in the shower. I can tell you that right now. They weren't fighting, they were... I don't know what they were doing. Ah, knock! Hello? Destrons are very direct, except when they're not. Like when they didn't direct you to hold the Autobots and the jungle and just kind of left your ass. You can see the crater that he made out of Thrust's body. Maybe we shouldn't be having this super secretive, suspicious conversation in this huge hall with the open doorway, with the hallways that spread all throughout the base. Is there a closed door behind which we could have this talk? Oh, so was Megatron bullshitting when he said he wasn't expecting Starscream to come back? That makes sense. You know. Starscream And also, that Starscream, he's really fat. If he wasn't shoving so many cakes down his fat ass, maybe he could afford to actually fly to the moon without nearly tearing himself in half. Am I right? Am I... What? Starscream, are you listening conversations? God damn it, on top of everything else. Why are you such an idiot? Oh dear. Are you mad at us? Yeah, he's mad. I love how they don't move. They're like, why is he doing that? I don't get it. What's going on? Maybe I should move? Wow, he wasn't fucking around. That was a kill swipe. He missed, but, you know. Why does Thrust sound like a Southern belle in a movie from the 40s? Oh goodness, they're ruffians! I might just have the vapors! Grab him with your hands that are so good for grabbing. Whoop! I love that shot. Oh lordy, I'll just die of fright! Oh! I can use the wolf kick now! Oh yeah, I'll totally do that in my state of mind. Hello! That probably shouldn't have been a question. Remember what happened about the weapons combining? It glows pink! That's all that happens in this scene. Wait, where did all those little blasts come from? Wait, where did that come from? He's not facing toward it, so it couldn't have come from him. Hello? Where did all those little blasts come from? Anime, can I see your supervisor? And I still haven't pulled the mortgage on this old house! Oh, mercy me! So when Hotshot said, "Come on, Stepper," in that angry tone, what he just meant is, let's have a spar dash. Let's play Ultimate Ninja, that'll be fun. Vengeance! We're the good guys. Shockwave's still reminding himself what his name is. It's true. He thinks he's a Pokemon. Charmander! Oh, that was a very confused joke. We hit something! Hey guys, a Destron actually hit his target! This is a proud day. Oh, come on! I wasn't even there! That's not even my fault! Like, does Starscream even know what they're talking about? He wasn't there, and the Destrons have told him nothing about the mission. Get down means do this. Come on, the people in that propaganda duck and cover video are better at, well, taking duck and cover. And that guy tried to use a newspaper to save himself from a nuclear blast. He got way shorter all of a sudden. Yeah, that happens. He does that. Running. Wait, weren't you already evolved with Jolt? You flew over here with him already attached to you. Why did you have to evolve with him twice? It couldn't have been that important to use up that much time as stock footage. It's only like 5 seconds. Why would these Autobots learn that shooting at a huge guy that towers over you like 30 times your height is not a good strategy? Wait, that's not my name. What was it again? Damn it, I forgot! At least this animation always looks nice. Anime pose! Anime standing around and doing nothing during a fight scene. As immortalized by Dragon Ball. Okay, no, bullshit. Bullshit. You want to be a Cybertron? You better own up to it. He threw a sword at your head like an idiot. If it's a good enough strategy for Darth Vader. Except that's not what he's doing at all. Nod. Suck. Don't... If the sword did the Satna, that would be really stupid. I've seen enough Legend of Zelda to know that's not a good pose. I'm going. Goodbye. You saw me in the wood. All of you saw me. No. You don't have to tell me. He beat me up on the moon once. I guess we have to give him refuge or something. He's a refugee of war? Hello? What kind of asshole would try to turn away a victim of war? I mean, that's fucked up. Exactly, thank you. Pity will save Starscream's life. Pity he didn't kill him. It was pity that stayed his hand. A dishonest man you can always count on to be dishonest. I don't have horns on my head. Where, are you planning on living in a cave? It might have worked for the Autobots and Robots of the Skies, but it won't work for you, little man. I don't need this, I'll just take refuge in Canada. I guess no one has explained to Rad what Stockholm Syndrome is. But look at them hugging his ankles, it's so cute! Look how concerned for him they are, and they're like, play us. Have you heard the good word about the corn? You really had time to do that in the harried moment before Megatron came brandishing a gut-hole punching gun at you. Which is how I ended up hung upside down from my ankle by a parachute. Intel analyzer, what? Were you stationed on a plane? Is that why you were doing parachute runs? Like, how the hell did you end up in that position? Maybe he was gonna be a pilot and then that happened and they're like, you know what, you can just be our Autocon. That's fine. Yo, here for the rumble? And I am totally okay with being the target of your misplaced rage. Starscream cannot resist a chance to throw down. And throwing down with your teammates is kind of what you do in the Destrons, so it hasn't occurred to Starscream that's not what you do in the Cybertrons. Like, there was actually pointed out on the Tumblr blog Correct Armada quotes, when they're like, and Starscream's like, you mean you don't constantly fight with each other? I'm confused. Awesome! Let's go watch! That hot rod guy, as though he barely knows him. Ohime-sama. Are you making fun of me? Because if not, you better keep calling me Ohime-sama from now on. Don't forget, you're Hime forever. Luckily, I can rebuild him. Stronger. Faster. More Daft Punk. Wait, their cheeks swelled up? How did that make any sense? I'm sure there won't be a callback to that in a later show. I throw a rock at him! It was a big rock. You could have just dodged it. You can fly, you know. Nope. Anime slice. It's the way it has to be. So, yeah, this is obviously grab. You know how in other shows, like, the characters can sense each other's spark signatures, so they wouldn't be randomly beating up some guy they just saw because they could tell who it was? In this show, it's like, nah, see something moving, beat him up. Oh, and the fact that his face looks exactly like Graps. I now exist as a parasite that takes over the wills of others. I mean, I was rebuilt. Wait, you could do that? Why didn't you tell us before we shit our pants when Megatron punched a hole in him last episode? So, like, cut it out with your PTSD bullshit. I mean, we can't put up with your mental illness much longer. But now he's like standing next to me and we're not fighting and I'm uncomfortable. Okay, next episode. We infiltrate the Destron base again. Last time we did that, it didn't go so well. But this time it's gonna be different. Probably. Why is there a halo behind Prime? Cut away from that shot. Think Hot Rod has a problem with PTSD now. Wait until he steps on the moon again. Oh, the heels digging into my skull. So many heels. Okay, that was Spark of Life. And while it's an important episode for Starscream's character development, I can see now what a piss poor looking episode it is. The animation is truly shoddy in a level that I thought we were past. But no, we're not past it. It reared its ugly head again. But this dub does bring up some inconsistency with exactly what Megatron's intentions for Starscream are. At first, the dialogue makes it seem like Megatron treated Starscream like shit as a way to toughen him up, and he knew that he'd passed the test of being left on Earth and being able to find his way back on his own. But then it later seems like he actually was planning to kill Starscream and is just trying to save face at the moment to make it seem like so that Starscream wouldn't get mad at him, which ended up not working because Megatron is a terrible judge of what won't make people mad. He's basically skirted through life without consequences. Maybe I'm projecting the thought process of someone else onto him, but regardless, whereas in the English dub, it's pretty consistent throughout that, yeah, Megatron was planning to get rid of Starscream, and that smirk when he showed up injured was just like a putting in his place way, because the two different versions of the show, as you recall, set up a thing where Megatron is actually grooming Starscream to be his successor in the Japanese version, but in the English version, Megatron is trying to crush down Starscream so that he won't overthrow him. And it's interesting that Megatron's extreme violence towards Starscream can be interpreted in two totally different, mutually exclusive ways, but still makes sense. Or maybe I'm overthinking this, like, a lot. But like I said, next episode, the Cybertrons invade the Destron base. And instead of punching a hole in one of their soldiers, they're actually here to get the Microns. So, lots of stuff happening next episode, as you can tell. The Starscream's trying to get back at Megatron, they're trying to get the Microns, Bumble reappears, stuff. So, I'm super excited to get to that. This is Drawing Cube 96600, signing off.